The news alert came through at 6:47 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. Chioma Okafor was mopping the floor of the tech incubator's main hall when her phone buzzed in her apron pocket. She almost ignored it. Mr. Peterson didn't like the cleaning staff wasting time on phones, but something made her look. Local tech genius raises $4 million for revolutionary app. PayFlow set to transform African banking. The photo showed a young man in an expensive suit standing in front of venture capitalists, holding up a tablet with a sleek interface. Trevor Hastings, the startup founder who worked late every Tuesday and Thursday, the one who always left half-eaten takeout containers on his desk, the one whose office she cleaned. Chioma's hands went numb. The mop clattered to the floor. She knew that app. She had built that app. 3 months ago, she'd been coding in the break room during her lunch hour, something she did every day, teaching herself programming through free online courses. Trevor had walked in to microwave his food and noticed her screen. "What's that?" he'd asked. "Just something I'm working on. A payment app for people back home who don't have bank accounts. Uses mobile money and biometric verification." She'd been embarrassed, expecting him to laugh. Instead, he'd seemed interested. "That's actually clever. Mind if I take a look?" She'd been so excited that anyone was taking her seriously that she'd shown him everything. The code, the wireframes, her notebook full of solutions to problems she'd identified sending money to her mother in Lagos. "This is really impressive, Chioma. You're self-taught? That's incredible. Would you mind if I shared this with some people? Not to steal it or anything, just to get you feedback, maybe even funding." "Really? You do that?" "Of course. We entrepreneurs have to help each other out." She'd emailed him everything that night. Every line of code, every design mock-up, every strategy document. Now, standing in the empty hallway with her mop handle lying in a puddle of dirty water, Chioma clicked the article with shaking fingers. Trevor described his 18-month journey building PayFlow, his sleepless nights, his breakthrough moment, his vision for financial inclusion. Not one mention of a cleaner who coded during lunch breaks. Her phone buzzed again, a text from her roommate. "Did you see this? That PayFlow app, isn't that what you were working on?" Chioma stared at Trevor's smiling face in the photo, at the investors shaking his hand, at the future he'd stolen from her. She picked up her mop and went back to work. She had 3 more floors to clean before her shift ended. 2 months later, Chioma was finishing the executive suite on the incubator's top floor when she heard voices in the conference room. "Need someone who actually understands the African market," a woman was saying. "Half these founders don't even know what mobile money is." "I agree, but finding someone with both technical skills and lived experiences..." "Excuse me." Chioma's voice came out before she could stop herself. Both executives turned to look at her. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt." "It's fine," the woman said kindly. She was black, American accent, sharp blazer. "We're just complaining about work. I'm Dr. Amara Williams, venture partner at Global Impact Capital. And you are?" "Chioma Okafor. I cleaned this floor." Something shifted in Dr. Williams's expression. "Okafor, are you Nigerian?" "Yes, ma'am, from Lagos." "And you're working as a cleaner here?" Dr. Williams glanced at the incubator's logo on the wall. "A place dedicated to empowering tech entrepreneurs." The irony wasn't lost on her. "What brought you to the US?" "Student visa. I was studying computer science, but my scholarship fell through. I couldn't afford to continue, but I also couldn't go home empty-handed, so..." Chioma shrugged. "I work here, and I code when I can, trying to finish what I started." Dr. Williams's eyes sharpened. "You code?" "Self-taught, mostly. Online courses, YouTube tutorials. I built a few things, nothing that went anywhere." "What kind of things?" Chioma hesitated. Then something in her snapped. She was tired of being invisible. Actually, I built a payment app for people in Africa who don't have bank accounts. It used mobile money integration and biometric verification. Wait, did you say payment app? Biometric verification? African markets? Yes. Describe it to me in detail. For the next 15 minutes, standing in the hallway with her cleaning cart, Chioma explained her system, the problem she was solving, the technical architecture, the security protocols, the user interface decisions. Dr. Williams's face grew darker with each sentence. "Oh my God," she said finally. "You built PayFlow." "No, Stop. You know about PayFlow?" "Know about it. We're in final due diligence right now. Trevor Hastings is asking for $10 million Series A. We were about to wire him $2 million. Dr. Williams pulled out her phone. "Tell me everything from the beginning and don't leave anything out." Dr. Williams didn't wire the money. Instead, she did something Chioma hadn't expected. She believed her. "I've been in this industry 20 years, Dr. Williams said over coffee the next day. She'd insisted on meeting Chioma outside the incubator. "I've seen every flavor of founder fraud, but this?" She shook her head. "This is particularly disgusting." "I don't have proof," Chioma said quietly. "I gave him everything on a shared email account I don't have access to anymore. I never thought to—" "Do you still have the original code?" "Some of it, the early versions, before I showed him." "And you can prove you wrote it?" Chioma opened her laptop, a battered 7-year-old Dell she'd bought used. Showed Dr. Williams the commit history, the timestamp metadata, the progression of features. Showed her the Slack messages where Trevor had thanked her for the fascinating conversation about your payment app idea. Dr. Williams's jaw tightened. "This is pure nonsense." "But he has lawyers," Chioma said quietly. "He has $4 million. He has everything. What do I have?" "You have the truth, and you have me." Dr. Williams leaned forward. "Here's what's going to happen. Our due diligence team is going to audit PayFlow's codebase. If it matches your code, and I suspect it will, we're going to give Trevor Hastings one chance to make this right. If he doesn't," she smiled grimly, "then we burn his world down." The audit took 6 days. Chioma kept cleaning, kept mopping Trevor's office, kept emptying his trash. He never once looked at her. Why would he? She was furniture, invisible. On day 3, she was wiping down the conference room glass when she heard Trevor on a call. "Absolutely, the tech is proprietary. Built it from the ground up. Every line of code is mine." She gripped her cleaning cloth so hard her knuckles went white. On day 6, Dr. Williams called. "We need to meet tonight and bring every piece of documentation you have." The coffee shop was nearly empty. Dr. Williams arrived with a lawyer and a thick folder. "The code is yours," she said without preamble. "Not similar, not inspired by, identical. He made cosmetic changes, renamed some variables, restructured a few functions, but the core logic, the algorithms, the architecture, all yours. Even some of your original comments are still in there, slightly reworded." Chioma felt vindicated and furious and terrified all at once. So what happens now? Now we confront him, tomorrow, 2 p.m. in the incubator's main conference room. Dr. Williams slid a business card across the table. "This is my lawyer. She's going to represent you, pro bono." "I can't afford—" "You're not paying. This is personal now." Dr. Williams's eyes were hard. "Men like Trevor Hastings think they can steal from people like us because we're supposed to be grateful for crumbs, because we're supposed to stay in our place." She leaned forward. "I'm going to make sure he regrets ever meeting you." The conference room felt too small. Trevor arrived at 2:03 p.m., confident and smiling, expecting a standard check-in meeting about his funding. He froze when he saw the room. Dr. Williams, her lawyer, 2 other partners from Global Impact Capital, and Chioma. Chioma, not in her cleaning uniform, but in the one professional outfit she owned. "What's this about?" Trevor asked, his smile faltering. "Sit down, Mr. Hastings," Dr. Williams said. He sat. Dr. Williams slid a document across the table. This is a technical comparison report. Left side, code commits from Chioma Okafor's repository, dated between June and September of last year. Right side, PayFlow's current code base. They match identically. Trevor's face went pale. Before you lie, the lawyer interrupted. Know that we also have your Slack messages where you thanked Miss Okafor for the fascinating conversation about her payment app idea. We have her original notebooks. We have timestamps. We have metadata. This is absurd, said Trevor, but his voice shook. She's a cleaner. She's a software engineer, snapped Dr. Williams, who trusted you, who showed you her work, who believed you when you said you'd help her. Trevor looked at Chioma for the first time, really looked at her. Chioma, come on, I know I didn't mean, I was just trying to what? Chioma's voice was steady. Steal my work? Build a company on my ideas? Raise millions using code I wrote while you pretended it was yours? I improved it. Trevor's composure cracked. I hired developers. I refined the interface. I made it actually work. Using my architecture, my algorithms, my vision. You weren't going to do anything with it. You were just coding during lunch breaks. I turned it into a real business. The silence that followed was devastating. So, Dr. Williams said quietly, you're admitting you took her work. Trevor seems to realize his mistake. That's not what I meant. Here's what happens next, the lawyer said. Option 1, you publicly acknowledge that PayFlow was built on Chioma Okafor's original codebase and research. You transfer 50% equity to her immediately. You add her as co-founder with full rights and compensation. That's insane. I've spent 2 years. Option 2, the lawyer continued, we publicize all of this, the code theft, the exploitation, the lies to investors. We file a lawsuit. We notify every publication that covered your funding announcement. We make sure your name is synonymous with fraud. She paused. And we pull our funding today, all of it. Trevor's face went from red to white. You can't. The contract has a fraud clause. Read section 7.3, misrepresentation of intellectual property ownership. You told us you built PayFlow. You didn't. Contract void. The other investors, we've already contacted them. They're waiting for our recommendation. She leaned back. So, option 1 or option 2? Trevor looked at Chioma. She saw him calculating, saw him trying to find an angle, saw the moment he realized he had none. If I agree to option 1, said Trevor slowly, what's my role? You can stay as CEO, for now, assuming Chioma agrees to work with you. Everyone turned to look at Chioma. She'd imagined this moment for 2 months, imagined watching Trevor lose everything, imagined him begging, imagined the satisfaction of destroying him. But looking at him now, this mediocre man who'd built a company on her genius, she didn't feel satisfaction. She felt tired. I want 60% equity, not 50. Trevor started to protest, but Dr. Williams cut him off. Done. I want co-founder status retroactive to the original founding date. My name comes first on all materials. Done. And I want final say on all technical decisions. You handle business, I handle product. You don't touch the code. Trevor's jaw clenched. Fine. One more thing, Chioma met his eyes. You're going to apologize, not to me, to everyone. Every investor, every article, every interview. You're going to tell them the truth about where PayFlow really came from. That will destroy my reputation. No, Chioma said softly. What you did destroyed your reputation. This is you finally earning one back.